Just a matter of kind of running out of gas there in the second half after a pretty competitive first.
Um, I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't say we ran out of gas. I think we got hit and we didn't hit back. I think it was tough. Um, I mean, going into those type of games, like I don't know, like I want to win. So we messed up in the second half. We just didn't hit back. Yeah.
You sound surprised or disappointed by the fact. I mean, you feel like the team has generally shown this year they would hit back.
I mean, you meant to go like I don't go into any game, presuming that because we don't have our main people. Like at the end of the day, we're all players and we need to win the game, and I mean I just want to win. So like yeah, I mean I never think that we're gonna go into a game and lose. So yeah.
What did they do different when they came out?
I mean, they hit us first. They came out. They were playing aggressive on the defensive end. They were moving the ball on the offensive end, and they were hitting their shots. Basketball was a game of runs. And they got on a great run, and we just couldn't answer back to that. But at the end of the day, it's just like there's nothing we can do now, but except for looking forward and hopefully having a healthy team on Saturday, and we need to win them. So making sure we prepare for that and learn from this.
Is it hard not to think about the fact that your normal starting five was not even in uniform tonight?
I mean, I think it's you think about it. I mean, you see that they're out, so yeah, you think about it for sure. But like I said, like, what are you meant to do? Because we got players on this team, man, and I trust everybody on this team, and I hope they trust me, the same way. I think we have a very talented team, and yeah, it's unfortunate that they are out. We're missing guys, Kyrie and Luka, best players in the world. But I still trust my other teammates that we can get on the court and be able to put up a fight. And tonight we couldn't. So whatever happens, happens. Hopefully they get healthy soon. But at the end of the day, like I think our team goal needs to, we can't be can't be down, whether guys sit or not. We have to go into every game with the same mindset, and that's to win.
And then lastly, you could conceivably play Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs. Do you feel like you guys match up with them okay? I mean, have you shown that in the right moments you guys can match up with them?
And I think first of all, like playoffs is a little far from now. I think we got other priorities we need to work on before we start talking about playoffs. Same as them too. So I think. I put our team against any other team. Whoever we end up matching up against or whatever. That's down the line. We got stuff we got to fix. I got stuff I got to fix, and so collectively, I don't think that's not the top thing the coach is going to be thinking about now. We got some other stuff we need to work on. So, yeah.
You scored 14 points in the first half. What was working for you in the first half?
I think just seeing how they were playing defensively, trying to work off slips and coming off ball screens, seeing how he defends it, trying to get other guys into the game and get them going. Just playing basketball.
And then a lot of the normal initiators of the offense obviously were out today, but you handled the ball more and got guys in the offense. How do you feel you handled that? And as someone who's done that throughout the season.
It's an adjustment, but I went through all the plays that we should be going through, especially against the Timberwolves, and just trying to get as many actions we can go, just getting guys in the flow of the play, because when you saw it in the first half, we have a lot of amazing players who are able to play off the ball and be able to make plays. So I think it was just trying to have a free-flowing offense and just work from that. We just needed to keep it up in the second half, which we couldn't. So, yeah.
So we feel like you guys are doing so well to stay in the game in the first half.
Just felt like we did a great job competing.
especially on the defensive end. Made things tough on them, I felt, and made them earn a lot from the free throw line. So I just felt like our toughness in the first half, kept us in the game, and I just think we kind of let go of the rope in that second half.
Anything they did to help you to make you let go?
I mean, they're the best team in the West for a reason. They came, they executed, put us in rotations a lot, made it tough, got into our paint. Cat kind of imposed his will on the game. So, they did what they do, and, we just didn't respond in the second half.
It's not easy to do. You have not been a regular rotation for much of the season, but now you come in and play 30 whatever minutes. How tough is that, and when did you find out you were going to have to play that kind of role?
I knew D-Live was probably going to be out, with the nose, and so I just kind of wanted to prepare. And, that's what I do. It's really my job description is to stay ready whenever coach calls on me for however many minutes. So it's not really that tough for me. I put myself in position to stay in shape and go out there and compete as much as I can. So, I just wanted to do my job description.
It was 72-67, about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. What do you think turned at that point?
I think, the guys, again, in the first half, we could easily have been leading. We gave up threes there to Cat, and they went up 4. I thought in the start of the third, we were playing, just like we did in the first half. But I thought once our offense, we started missing shots, it started to take away from our defense, and then they started to get what they wanted. Again, we just got to fight, continue to keep fighting. I've said it before. It's, we're not always going to score. We got to find a way to get stops, and we just didn't do that tonight.
Obviously, they're the best, at least statistically, the best defensive team in the league. It's a bad combination to have all of your big guns not here to combat that.
Yeah, it's just part of the process. We go through injuries. We can play who can suit up. The group that played, again, we can learn from this. Once we got hit, we got to be able to return that hit, and I thought the physicality kind of left us again when we started to not be able to score on the offensive end. Give Minnesota credit. They made us take tough twos or long twos instead of us, being able to create, the ball touches the paint and we were able to get threes. We just weren't able to do that in the second half.
Were you hitting back in the first half? Was obviously a lot more competitive? Was that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think just, understanding that we got good looks there in the first half. Timmy got great looks. It just didn't go down for us in the first half, but we continue to keep playing. We're down 4. In the second half, we got good looks that just, again, didn't go down. And I think we got to understand we just got to keep fighting and understand the big thing is if things don't go our way, we just got to stay together. And again, tonight, give Minnesota credit. They're a very good team. They knocked down threes. Cat was efficient. And so we got to do a better job there.
Josh was pretty passionate just now, saying even when you guys don't have your best players or your starters, that you still have a good team.
Yeah.
And that he expects you guys to play well and win. Do you feel like that reflects the feeling in the locker room?
Yeah, that does. I think Josh speaks for that group. He speaks for us. I think, again, that first half showed that we weren't just going to lay down. We competed. And on the road, you're down for us, anybody's ball game. Again, we have to be able to make simple plays, being able to throw back on the pop to be able to create more threes. We didn't have the guys that we normally have that can create those threes, but tonight, to start off the game, I thought we created some threes. We just didn't knock them down.
And did you know that the starting lineup you used had not played a second together this year?
Yeah, that's just the nature of this beast right now. We're just going to piece this thing together until we can get healthy, and hopefully that sooner than later. Our health is a big problem right now. Thanks.
Josh handled the ball more today, obviously, with a lot of the guards being injured. How do you think he's handled that this season, whether he's filled in for players that have been out or has basically been able to help Luka get off the ball more?
Yeah, we talked about it. Shoot around. We talked about it before the game that he had to get on the ball here, help Hardy out, help Timmy out, and I thought he did a really good job of running the offense there in the first half, and then in the second half, I thought he did a good job of trying to get shots or get us organized. I thought he did a good job playing that position for us this evening.